Hey YouTube, what's going on? I haven't made a video in a while. I'm gonna kind of keep this one short. I want to talk about something that's been irking me lately. It's been on my mind a lot lately. Actually, if you guys give me a minute, I'll throw a shirt on. But I had the opportunity and I had the room to myself on this lovely Monday, May 6th at like 7 o'clock at night. So I thought I would share a little bit about what's been on my mind, and it has a lot to do with relationships and what you do and do not share with your partner. Mainly because this came up at a convention I was at a couple days ago, and because, sorry, I'm like have like hiccups or something. Something's not right. And the other reason is mainly because of everything that's been going on with Europe with that trans guy who got arrested for not sharing with his partner that he was biologically female. Now, I can't speak for all of us, but I know for every man that I've ever met, every trans man that I've ever met, there's nothing scarier than the idea that your partner might not accept you. It's something that I've faced multiple times before, and I continue to face over and over again. I think the most important thing, and I learn this more and more, the more and more I get involved with women, the more and more I start to like women, that the more you share, you'd be surprised what a woman can accept and what she already thinks in her own head. It's really easy for people to look at us and wonder what we've had done, what our surgical status is, because it's not written on our foreheads. And the truth is, no matter how much we wish it didn't matter, in some cases it does. And even if it doesn't matter to your partner, it matters to share it with them. So I think, for me, it's always one of those things that, unless it was necessary, I wasn't going to tell anybody. When we get to that point in our relationship, you'll know. And I think I'm learning recently that the more you trust somebody, the more you truly believe positive intent with them, the more likely you are to share. There are times where I go out with a woman and I don't tell her at all about my past, because it's not necessary in the moment. And then there are women that you can share every detail with. And you may not find those women. Not every trans guy does. I've been lucky. But I think it's also important to discuss how things work. Going through what we've been through, it's not a science. Actually, I guess it is a science, but it's not, there's no manual. Not every guy has the same prosthetics, not every guy has the same everything. So when it gets down to the point where you have a partner who's wondering how things work, or the more I've learned this week, my friends are really curious how things work. And with a guy like me who's willing to kind of lay it out on the table and literally and let you into the private life of my private parts, it makes it easier for people to understand you when they understand what's going on down there. And it's a shame, because we shouldn't have to go balls to the wall and share every little fact about who we are. But unfortunately, I found that it's easier and easier to be open and honest with your friends and the people that you love if they understand what your day-to-day process is. So it's things like telling your partner if you use an STP or how you use an STP, which, for those who don't know what an STP is, it's a stand-to-pee device. Some are really realistic, some are really unrealistic. I think it all depends on how much you're willing to spend and how much you really care if it looks real. It also depends on if you're going to go up to a urinal or not. People don't realize how often these things affect our everyday life, because the average person goes to the restroom more than once a day. And being able to stand at a urinal is part of being a man, and it sucks. I think, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to attempt to keep this short. So I think my only objective in this video was to be open and honest with the people that you love, the people that you may one day love. Because if you truly let them in and trust that they have positive intent and will respect you no matter what your genitals look like, you may be really surprised by how they respond. I've learned recently that the more open and honest you are, you may actually learn things about yourself that you would have never considered until you met someone who was willing to truly accept you for exactly the person you are, whether you're in pieces or you're whole. I think that's it. I'm a little out of it, as I said in the beginning of the video, and I'm a little bit stressed, but that's where I'm at. Have a great day, guys.